Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to The Void by Shin Dynasty. That's me. Welcome if you're new to my channel. You're awesome. You rock. I'm glad you're led here so that we can connect. Welcome back if you're a tribe member. I love you. You know it. All right. Well, I wanted to talk to you all today about, a few things, but first of all, I wanted to talk to you all about proper self-care because of the craziness going on in the world, the necessary craziness for sure. That's leading us to making some very, very necessary, very important, very valuable changes, to our systems, our structures, our personal lives, from the micro to the macro, where everything is changing right now. And it has to, in order for us to get to where we're going, in order for us to continue progressing, but in a way that's healthier for everyone involved, yes. Which unfortunately requires some suffering right now. And as healers, light workers, practitioners, you all are very, very aware of this and can feel all of the energies, both positive and negative, going on right now. It's incredible to me as much negativity that's being spewed all over the news and things sometimes that, every once in a while I'll catch glimpses of all of that. Wow, there are a lot of positive changes occurring right now, through the fire. And all of you understand what it is to be baptized by fire in our personal lives as individuals, right? And right now we're seeing the entire world be baptized by fire. Us as, unity consciousness, we as one entity, all humanoids, humans, even plant life, Gaia, of course, is very much alive. She creates life. Gaia is an architect in her own right. And so we are seeing a massive rebirthing process happening right now. When you think about the rebirthing process, it's violent. It is. If you've ever seen a child be born, or you've ever birthed a child, you know that pain is involved. There's a struggle there. Definitely, right? So anytime a new life is created, pain, it is kind of volatile. There is pain involved. You think about what it takes to create a planet, that's a violent process, and then it goes through all of these stages to become habitable for life, as above, so below, from the micro to the macro. That's everything. You think of the struggle that the seedling, the sprout, pushing through all those layers of earth to get to the surface, to fully come into its power and to fully blossom. Everything, all new life that is created through a process that is both beautiful and painful, that is both light and darkness and struggle and, everything combined. And that is why our lives mirror that process as well, as the birthing process of everything that lives is according to those laws. So is life here, okay? And we are going through such a huge, major transition right now. And everything is under a magnifying glass. We're taking a deep dive. We're looking into things that we thought were functioning properly before. We're taking another look. We're like, I don't know now. Now I'm questioning everything. And that's a good thing. It's a good thing. Although it's not comfortable. There's nothing comfortable about change, which is kind of interesting that change is the one thing that we're guaranteed in life. And people would say, well, death. Well, death is just transition. Death is change, you know. So that's lumped right in there with everything else. We're guaranteed change. We're never guaranteed stability. Our stability comes within our acceptance that everything changes, you know. That's when we really reach true stability. Any stability outside of that is built on a falsity, you know. It's just something that we've created, a frame of mind that we've created to make ourselves feel better, you know, make ourselves feel like we're on stable ground. But we are on stable ground as in the fact that we have created a magnificent opportunity, a magnificent earth school here, a university, a very high order, that promotes change and flexibility, you know, that forces us to adapt and to grow and to progress. And that's a beautiful thing. That's a beautiful thing. So, which is the only reason why we crazy kids would sign up for this shit, don't you think? So, I hope no souls, signed up for this to really have a really easy, smooth existence, because this isn't the realm for that. We all know that. This is a realm of duality. We're here to experience the full throttle of the light and the dark, coinciding, living within each and every one of us as individuals and within the world at large, okay? So, self-care, because all of that is happening in the here and now, I want to remind all of you how deeply important it is to make sure that the bulk of your energy is being turned inward right now, and that you are focusing on your mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual health in every way, shape, and form, okay? And now is also a time where when we are becoming enlightened to how we truly feel about ourselves, how we truly feel about everything that's transpired in our lives. It's a time where you can find yourself awakening to the fact that you are harboring guilt and shame towards things that you've done or that have happened to you that you didn't even know about up until now. You know, things that you may have been going over in your mind saying, oh no, that was that person's fault. Oh no, that happened because of this or because of that. But then when you actually take the time to tap into your emotional body, you realize, oh my God, I've been blaming myself for that this entire time. And then you start making the connections between that thing and how you feel toward yourself, all that negativity you felt toward yourself, and how that has created a negative feedback loop in other areas of your life. Okay? Because we're in a time now where the shackles are coming off. You know, we're in a time now where if you really want to be free, then these are the energies that you can utilize to truly, truly free yourself on every level in your life. Okay, that's how powerful the position we're in right now is. And some of us will utilize this to catapult ourselves into living the lives of our dreams and within our full power, a magnificent sight to behold for some of us. Others will be, buried by the weight of this energy if they don't know really how to utilize it properly, or if they haven't created a strong enough foundation within themselves up to this point before this energy hit, okay? That doesn't mean that it's hopeless for them at all. because it never is. I mean, the strength of our willpower as human beings, we can literally overcome anything that we really set our minds to. It's not impossible to do. It just will take more time and a lot more effort for those people. Anyway, going back to, this is why it's so important for self-care and to make sure that you're nurturing yourself, and making sure that every once in a while you are setting the time aside and the resources aside. I know a lot of people are struggling financially right now. A lot of people, it's not going to last forever, because once we are able to turn this around, we're going to be birthing a new world where there's going to be a lot less poverty and struggle for everyone. Okay, we're coming into a world where abundance is for the many, not for the few. Okay, that truly is where we're headed, even though it doesn't look like that now. But you have to understand that all this outdated shit that has been working against us this entire time has to burn to the ground, baby, okay? In order to be rebuilt. We have to shift this shit completely out of the way. And then those of us who have been preparing for this and who are here to make some miracles happen, then it's our time to step in and rebuild, okay? This is how we're going to do this. Here are the steps. This is the protocol. This is the board, the people that we want on the board of this. This is this is how we're going to connect all these countries together. This is how we're going to work together. Make sure no one goes hungry. Make sure everyone has clean water to drink. Make sure everyone has the highest level of education. Make sure, these are things that are within our capability as human beings. But we've, so far we've built the world on a foundation of quicksand. So let that shit get buried, because it's time to rebuild. It's not a loss, really, what these past, however many thousands of years have taught us a lot. It's taught us what not to do, and it's taught us what to do, okay? And we're getting back to unity consciousness. We're realizing that no one exists outside of us. You understand? We're one entity, okay? We're just fragmented off, having different experiences. What happens to one of us happens to all of us, all right? And we're understanding that injustice to one group of people means that it's not a matter of if that injustice comes to your group of humans. No. It's just a matter of when. Okay? We understand that's true. Study history. You'll see. You'll start seeing all the patterns, like, oh, when this event popped off and this genocide happened, that sparked the genocide of these people, and then these people, then those people over there, then those people over there. I don't think there's a ethnic group anywhere on the planet that hasn't experienced atrocities like that. Okay, so anyway, I digress with that. What I'm saying is all of that to say, we have a lot of shit going on right now, and you need to take good care of yourself so you can survive it, okay? And not only so you can survive it, the changes that are occurring right now, but understand that our DNA is being changed. We're being changed on the cellular level, on the molecular level, we're being changed right now as well, okay? And so heightened self-care is pretty damn important. And it's not to be forgotten. It's not to be put to the side. You can no longer do that. For the people who don't think it's that important and keep putting it off, they're going to be suffering heavily for that. Okay? Diseases and illnesses popping up left and right in numbers that we haven't ever seen before in history. Okay? So now is the time to all of that energy that you're pumping out, especially if you're one of those people who listens to, who's in the news cycle. First of all, get your ass out of the news cycle. Shit's popping off everywhere all over the world. You don't need to see it 24/7. Okay? We're all here. We know. We see. Our eyes are open. All right? We don't need to know every detail of what's going on in the negative every minute of our day. You're not going to do that and have a healthy mind. Those two things don't exist at the same time. All right? Don't be washed away by this. You want to stay informed. You want to dip in from time to time. You want to understand what's going on so that way you know what to do in your personal life and how to adjust to keep yourself on a high vibration and to keep your life moving forward while all of this madness is going on. Okay? Here's another thing to understand. You want to look at your role, who you are and what role you're playing in this world at this time, okay? My main thing that I tell people is get in where you fit in, all right? What I mean by that is figure out what you're here to do and do that, okay? Don't try to step in other people's zone. Not every soul has incarnated in here to be one of the people marching in the streets. Some of the people have incarnated here to be the activists holding the signs and out there and doing their thing. God bless them. We need a lot of them. Thank God they're here. Okay? Some of us are here to lead people through their soul ascension journeys. Some of us are here to do all kinds of things. Okay? We have all kinds of roles. Some people are just here to be in their bubble and hold a really high vibration to keep everyone from floating off into outer space, so to speak. Not literally, but metaphorically, you understand? Our space holders. So there are people here, everyone has a duty here on earth, and everyone, through figuring out who you are, you figure out what your duty is. So everyone right now, is getting in where they fit in. Okay, so don't try to take on a role that is not meant for you. So sit with yourself and see how you resonate with the different positions that you could be taking right now, and play your part. Okay, there are some people who are in the role of antagonists right now. Okay, there are some people here that are here with really loud voices who are here to stir the pot and make sure that we don't get comfortable again for a long, long time, because they're here to make sure that we're pushing change forward. So they're going to be really loud, and they're going to be saying things that make people uncomfortable, and they're going to be stirring the fucking pot. And we need them too. We need everybody playing their part. There are going to be people in opposition of every damn thing, okay? There are going to be people who are spewing hate. That's good too. We need them too, okay? It's all part of the plan, because everything feeds into everything else and is pushing us towards our goal and our future goal, and pushing us towards progression as a whole, okay? So please take a bird's eye view of this. Please don't get sucked into all of this. You want to stay informed, like I said, but you don't want to become what's happening right now. You want to figure out what role you're playing in this, and you want to play that role to the 10th degree, to the fullest, all right? So anyhow, that's important. Know your role. Get in where you fit in. And also, okay, to the self-care thing, I want to, and Spirit's been talking to me about this a lot, and I see this popping up in a lot of people that I just randomly come into contact with in the world as well. There's a really bright light right now on toxic relationships, romantic relationships, business partnerships, family ships, friendships, okay? And there's a lot of separating and a lot of coming together happening at the same time right now in the world, all right? If you're drawn to this channel, you're probably an empath, a healer, light worker, however you describe yourself. I'm lumping everybody together as healers right now, because no matter what you are, a witch, a shaman, whatever, a mystic, alchemist, whatever, you are a healer. Okay, you just use different elements in order to do what you do. Okay, so all of us are healers. Okay, so as healers, you have incredible, very special abilities that run the range, and because of that, a lot of people are attracted to you. People who need things from you, okay? There are a lot of people in the world who need healing, who absolutely, unequivocally need healing. And when you are a healer, okay, it's easy to find yourself surrounded by people who are taking from you and need things from you, but have nothing to give you, nothing to teach you, okay? It's very rare that a person has nothing to teach you, but I'm saying when a person is attracted to you solely based upon what you can do for them, you're probably not going to get to the point where information is coming out of them that actually helped you, okay? Sometimes that does happen, but oftentimes it doesn't, just because of the intention behind that connection, okay? Healers, stop befriending clients. I'm going to say this again. There are people who come to you and seek you out. And once they get a glimpse, even a glimpse of the brilliance of who you are and what you're capable of, they automatically want to be your friend, your best friend, your lover, your this, your that. They want to try to attach themselves to you any way that they can. This is where the red light comes in. Everybody take a beat here, okay? Now, what I want you all to focus on as healers is reciprocity, and I want you to focus on that person, not how they see you and how they feel about you, but how you see them and how you feel about them, and what value, if any, that they're bringing to your life, and make sure that that's of equal value to what you're bringing them. If you are going to bring them in as a romantic partner, if you are going to bring that person in as a friend or bestie or whatever, or a business partner, okay? Healers have a real hard time with this, a real hard time with it, because as a healer, you have a lot to give. You've weathered a lot of battles in your life. You have a lot of wisdom because of that. All right. You have a lot of gifts, which means you have a lot, you have a lot of value to bestow upon another human being. So it's easy for a healer to get in a mindset of, well, I have it, so here you go. Of course I can help you with that issue. I know what to do, so here you go. Of course I can walk you through this process. I know what to do. I've been there, done that, so here you go. Of course I'll stay up on the phone with you at 3 o'clock in the morning over this issue that has occurred time and time again over the last 5 years. We're friends, right? So here's the deal. A lot of healers end up having a complete network full of people who should be their clients and not their business partners, not their romantic interests, and not their friends, but their fucking clients. Okay? So this is a great time, and this is wonderful energy to utilize to really get real with yourself about the people you have around you. I want you to look and examine every relationship that you have. I don't care who it's with. And I want you to examine what you're bringing to the table and what that person's bringing to the table, and be honest with yourself about if that is balanced or not. Be honest. Because for many, many healers across the land, all right, about 90% of you all are just surrounded by clients who have somehow turned into your friends, your romantic interests, your business partners, and so on. Okay? Now is the time to cut that shit out. Set healthy boundaries. Make sure that reciprocity is the name of the game in every single relationship you have, no matter if it's with family, friends, it doesn't matter. Okay? Make sure that your needs are being met. Make sure that you're being respected and you're being cherished for and valued for what you do bring to the table. Okay? So now's the time to really utilize this energy to really balance all of that out, to take a really hardcore look at all of that, really clear vision, and just wipe the deck clean, okay? Because as you start setting healthy boundaries with people, and as you start protecting your space more and protecting yourself and your own energy, not in a heavily defensive way, just in a very natural, balanced, respectful way, that's a game changer for healers, no matter what you practice, okay? That's an absolute life-changing moment is when you decide, okay, nope, this is a whole lot of unbalanced crap going on around me, and it's time to fix this. First of all, you created that imbalance because you allowed these people into your life, everyone outside of your family members, okay? So take ownership over that, all right? But don't stay there. It's not a blame game saying, oh man, I'm a piece of crap because look at what I've created. It's shitty. but it's to understand and empower you, because you can say to yourself, well, I brought all these people in and I created this imbalance. That means I can undo it and create something better. Isn't that right? So I want you to focus on cutting the amount of energy that you're giving out right now, cutting that down significantly, okay? The people in your lives that are having the same fucking issues that they had 3 years ago, please let them be, all right? You don't have to walk them through anything. They're clearly not ready to change. It's not a criticism. It's not a judgment in any way, shape, or form, okay? We all go through life at varying degrees. We all learn on different timelines. If it's not their time to awaken to what they're creating for themselves in their own lives, they're not ready to take responsibility, please let them go in the name of love and compassion. Please don't turn them into a pet project for yourself or feel obligated. Well, I've known them since 5th grade, so I am going to keep listening to this same story over and over again, throwing a pity party for themselves over their fucked up decisions. No, please, no, we're past that, okay? We have real work to do in the world right now. That means you have to free yourself up and replenish yourself. So now is the time to go inward and pump all that energy you're pumping out to all the people who are really happy taking from you. You're going to take that energy back. And you're going to pump it in towards yourself, okay? Towards healing yourself. Big time towards forgiving yourself. All right? Because that's a really intense situation going on right now, is forgiving the self. Before a lot of the forgiveness can happen externally, it has to occur internally. Okay? So we're forgiving ourselves. We're turning inward, we're examining, we're taking a deep dive, and we're clearing a lot of this shit out because we're preparing ourselves to be able to give in a healthy way and in a way that also gives back to us. As healers, it's so important to set our lives up. And this is strategic. We have to be mindful of the steps that we're taking towards this balance. Okay? It's not just going to happen out of the blue. All right? So we have to be very mindful about how we set things up for ourselves. Just like we have to be very mindful about who we're letting enter our lives and who we're allowing to be close to us. Because if you're having a bunch of people around you who aren't on your level, that drags you down. That's a lot of weight to be carried around with you in life. And believe you me, you're carrying that weight. Okay? So just drop it. And the only people who you're allowing in from now on as your closest friends, as your friends, period, as your romantic partners, business partners, what have you, are people who are truly on your level. People where you have a relationship where it's a natural balance, give and take. I teach you things, you teach me things. I do things for you, you do things for me. Okay? I love and respect you, you love and respect me. Everything's mutual. And when you're coupled with people who are on your level, you don't have to keep track of things because it's a natural flow. All right? I want you to think about you and how you behave in your relationships and how you give naturally. Yeah, now imagine having a full friend group of people who are like you. Pretty fucking amazing, isn't it? Yeah. So if everyone's giving and receiving freely, then everything is balanced naturally. Okay? As long as everyone is compatible, everyone's on your level. Okay? So this is the name of the game moving forward. Cut off the dead weight. Make sure that and I'm going to do a completely separate audio on, really setting how to, like a step-by-step process of setting boundaries with people, okay, and how to like phase people out of your life. And some people you just got to cut out. Some people you have to have the conversation and just, block the number type of situation. Other people you can have the conversation if they're mature enough, which, that's not really likely if they're not on your level to begin with. But if they're mature enough to hear you out and understand where you're coming from, some people you'll be able to have the conversation and they'll rise to the occasion. Other people you're just going to have to cut out. Other people you're going to phase out. And I'm going to, like I said, make a different audio about all of that, how to handle that. Anyhow, so that's a really big message right now, going to all of you healers again, putting everyone together, okay? No matter what you practice and how you practice it, you are a healer. So I'm talking to you. Yes, you. So, yeah. And so all of that energy needs to be pointed inward to your health, healing. Please do something special for yourself at least every once in a while throughout this process too, okay? Whether that's when you're out for a walk, pick a nice flower for yourself to bring back to the house. Have something, or a few somethings, have something or have something or a few somethings around your house that that just bring you joy to look at. Okay, these don't have to be expensive things. These are things you can get from just outside in nature, or get from, a secondhand store or something like that, just anywhere. Just make sure that you have some things around you in your personal space that really put a smile on your face, that when you look at it, you feel really good. Okay? It's really important. And also for the treatment of yourself, make sure that you're eating things that make you feel good. Pay attention while you're eating certain items, okay? To see, okay, do I feel drained after I eat this? Do I get a slight headache after I eat this? Do I have some kind of negative reaction after I eat this? Okay, make sure you're paying attention to what your body's telling you with what you're eating and drinking. All right. And then start seeking out foods and testing foods to see how they make you feel. Eat one thing at a time and just sit with it. Okay, because now is also the time to make sure that you're eating things that are supporting your vibration, where you're headed, okay? The increase of your vibration. Make sure that the foods that you're eating are supporting that progression, that evolution, okay? And drinking plenty of water, of course, all right? While all of this energy is in and out and all around, make sure it's vital for you to stay properly hydrated, all right? Take care of your skin. I don't know if you make sure that you're looking at what you're putting on your skin as far as lotions. Make sure you're not using anything that has a lot of chemicals in it, a lot of harsh ingredients. Go as natural as humanly possible. If that means even, getting a bottle of sunflower oil from the store, from the grocery store, that's usually pretty cheap, pretty economically priced. And then infusing it, putting it in a smaller bottle and then infusing it with lavender essential oil or something like that. Okay. And that can be your skin moisturizer, a lot of vitamin E in sunflower oil. Okay. Things like that. Really think about the products that you're using, and understand that all of that is getting absorbed into your body, and that now's the time to really make sure you're cleaning all of that up, because that's a self-love practice, because that's really important for self-care. All right, all of these things. So anyway, I'll be expanding on this topic in later audios as well. But definitely want to get this message out anyway. And I hope that those of you who need this message will find it. Of course, this is a timeless message, so whenever you happen upon it, it's the right time for you to listen. So, all right, beautiful souls. Well, thank you so much for connecting with me today. I look forward to your comments. And again, this is a new channel, so I really appreciate your support if you are picking up what I'm putting down here, okay? So you can please hit that like button and comment, share this video with people who you think would find it helpful, and also subscribe. I'd love for you to become a tribe member, and yeah, I'd love to stay connected with you, okay? All right, sending you much love. Shin Dynasty signing out.